Good morning, everybody. This is Lee Phillips, Journey of Truth. We are back on scene at Bobbi Boss Road and Covington Street. This is downtown Loganville Construction Watch, brought to you by Lee Phillips, Journey of Truth. We are recording events in our town for historical purposes because these old trees are being cut down for a retention pond here. It is 10:20 in the morning, 36 degrees, Tuesday, January the 28th. This is the second video of the day. I just finished posting the first one. And so we're going to take a look at what they've got done since the last video. They had to change out their trucks. Their other truck got full, so we had a little break in the action. So all these trees that were in the ditch here, they were working on when we took a break. And workers are working on the other side. They've got a porta-john set up now for all the construction work that's going to be going on here. Going to be a whole lot of work going on down here. So right now, they have the silt fence up on the front and coming down the side here. And they have gotten all these trees that were right here out. And look at the logs. They're gonna have a whole lot of wood that will be able to be used for whatever they're going to use it for. I don't know, they might put it on a truck, haul it off to the landfill and just have it buried. There's no telling. So now they're working on those smaller trees over here coming up the hill, and that tree's going to be a little bit of a challenge, it looks like, maybe, because it's so close out here on the road. And especially maybe that one right there. That one might be a pretty big challenge, but right now they're clearing the others. He's gonna drag the whole top of that one. They cut it loose from the main trunk, and that's the top. He's gonna get it down there out of their way so they can keep on cutting and get this other tree rigged up. Looks like they already got the throw line in there, and they're gonna be cutting it down here in just a second. These guys are down here. Getting her done. Now it ain't these guys' fault that they're out here cutting these trees up. They're just doing their job. So don't nobody give them no hard time in the comments. They're not the ones responsible for this. But when it comes to their profession and what they do, clearing trees, I can tell you they are professional and they know wood and how wood reacts. And that only comes by experience. He can just take and maneuver that stuff right in and feed it right into the chipper. Another log for the pile. Now at the end of my last video, they were looking at the tree stump, and so what I've determined is that the center of that tree was completely rotted out, and you can see it right here by looking at the end of it right there. But tell me that don't look just like a heart. That wood looks just like a heart. You could take and cut that in 2-inch sections and have a whole bunch of heart looking pieces of decorated wood. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Alright, they got the pull rope on this one. He's making his first cut. Now he's making his back cut. Kapoosh. And there she goes. Put my gloves on here. Hands getting a little bit cold. All right, it looks like they're gonna get this one right here next. Snap, crackle, pop. Anybody remember that phrase? Let's see, was that Rice Krispies? Snap, crackle, pop, was that Rice Krispies? It's fun to put snap, crackle, pop into your breakfast or into your morning, something like that. Put in the comments what it is. I can't remember. I believe it's into your morning. He gonna feed that whole thing right in there. Efficiency is the name of the game. The more efficient you are, the more money you save, the more profit. So this lot is where the water retention pond is going to be for the library that's going in on Main Street, which is past that house up on the right. This is going to be for stormwater runoff. All these trees are going away for a stormwater runoff for the library. That old walnut tree up there with the tape on it, that one's going to be going away because they're going to be excavating dump truck loads of dirt off of that hill. We'll be sure to get it on film. Because this truly is a historical event going on here in Loganville. These guys are taking a second to sharpen up their chainsaws while the Kabuto guy is getting all the ground cleaned up, because these are going to be some bigger trees. They've been working on the smaller ones, and so now they're going to be working on these bigger trees. I'm wondering, are they going to fell this one that way first or leave it up so they can fell this one easier back that way? I'm thinking that might be what they're going to do. I think they're going to use that tree maybe to make sure that this one doesn't go into the power lines, or they maybe going to take that one into the field. That would be what they'd do. I don't know. We're gonna see here in just a minute. That just gets me about those logs. They look like a heart. That's so crazy. And no, that is not heart pine. That's pecan. Sometime in its younger life, it had some severe damage to that side where you see the growth was folded in. There was some kind of damage to the tree. And over the years it grew with that damage, and then that damage rotted out the middle part all the way down to the roots, all the way up the tree. Now with all these others gone, look at how big that big tree really looks compared to that house. That tree is huge. Those cedar trees look good trimmed up. That was the city of Loganville's crews trimming those up, because they're going to be staying. They're not going to have to be cut down. Look at how big that tree is. That is just huge. And just think, what you see on top of the ground is almost like a mirror image of what's under the ground. trees are as big under the ground as they are on top. And they have trees all back that way. All those trees are coming down. Those little ones at the vines are all in. That one's got damage on it. It'll end up rotting and if it's not taken down. But all this ground up through here, they're gonna supposedly dig a whole bunch of dirt out of here, but I'm gonna tell you, there's granite rock down under that dirt. I don't think they're gonna get as much as they think they're gonna get. I might be wrong. But this is nothing, this hill is nothing but a granite rock bubble with a little bit of dirt on it. Underneath that house right there, the granite rock comes up and crest is 2 feet out of the ground underneath the house. So I think if they, I don't know, that's a lot of weight leaning back this way on that tree. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing well. Which one y'all gonna get next? This one right here? I don't know. Take this one that way? That one? Yeah, they're gonna cut that one. The other one first? I was telling my viewers, those logs right there, you could cut them in 2-inch sections and make art out of them because they look like a heart. They look just like a heart. Oh, yeah, you're right. Take and cut them up in 2-inch sections, put some varnish on them, and sell them. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, they look just like hearts. That's pretty cool. I'm creative that way. I see something and I can visualize it. I didn't even think about it. I just thought that tree is hollow. Yeah, cut them up and varnish them and leave the raw wood on the outside like that and clean the inside out. Sell them for $50 a piece. All day long. All day long. They're a part of history. I know. They're a part of history that's going away. So. How old do you think these trees were? Huh? How old do you think the big tree is? I'm gonna say probably between 110 and maybe 130. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I live in the old house over here that's got the scaffolding up. Oh, really? It is a historical landmark property. But I was thinking it would be nice to have a cut out section of the base of that tree so we can actually count the rings and actually see the age of it and have that finished so that we can preserve it for the history of our town. I collect all kinds of things from around here. From stuff that's going on. If I can collect an artifact and add it to the property and make that story become part of the property. We got a piece for you. Thank you. Yeah. How long have you lived there? We've been in that house since 1972. It's on the books as being built in 1895. It's got the big, huge timbers under it, and it's built with the drop notch wood peg construction, where when they get to the top, they drive the wood pegs in to hold everything together.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it's the oldest house in Loganville. There's no, besides the white building on the corner, those two buildings are the oldest structures left from the original town. It used to be the first location of the first telephone switchboard in Loganville. It's got a lot of history to it, yeah.
Yeah, we cut a piece like this for you, so it's easy to move.
2 inches wide would be real good, and I can just sand off the top real good and get it and get it finished so that we can get a good look and count the rings.
Maybe what do you call it when you put the letters in there? Crafted.
Yep, and what I'll do is I'll preserve it as coming from this tree, because there's a lot of people upset about these trees being cut down. I'm just documenting it for history, because our home is a historic home. I document things that go on around town, and the video I did earlier this morning, I told the viewers, I said, look, I don't want y'all to put anything bad in the comments about these workers out here, because they're just doing a job. If you got a problem with what's going on, you take it to the city officials, because they're the ones that are responsible. These guys are just doing their job, and I'm gonna tell you, man, this guy right here operating this machine, this guy is efficient. He saves you a lot of man hours because he knows how to run that machine right there. And
a lot of stress on their bodies.
Yes. And these guys on the chainsaws, they know exactly how that wood's going to react when they make their cut. And I'm telling you, these guys are good. They're doing a good job.
Here's my son.
That's your son?
Yeah.
What's the name of your company?
Performance Tree Service.
Performance Tree Service, and y'all are out of
around the corner.
Around the corner here in Loganville, so y'all are local. Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, these guys, if you have any doubt or question about whether or not they can perform in tight situations, I would say you wouldn't have a worry, because they've already taken down all these trees in the ditch line up through there, besides these two, without bothering the electrical lines that are running across the street to that pole over there. So they're gonna make these trees go exactly where they need them to go. And that's because that sawman, when he makes that very first cut, that's the most important cut that he's gonna make on that tree. And the second one is gonna be that back cut, because he's got to know when to come out from around it and when to keep going. Because wood has a mind of its own sometimes. Regardless of what you think you're going to do, sometimes it does rule the day. But these guys know what they're doing. Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm going to reposition myself so I'm nowhere near it, just in case something does happen. I'm going to back up the ditch line right here to where this pine tree is. That way I got this tree right here between me and that one, and I am behind the pine tree. I'll get myself repositioned here while they're getting set up. I just can't get over them logs. They look just like a heart. Maybe he'll take them and do something with them. And that's just great that he's going to give me a slice out of the trunk of the big tree. He don't have to do that. That's extra time on him, but things are going to go pretty quick now. They're getting that main pull line in. Looks like a snake, big old long skinny snake climbing up through the tree. Oh, they brought that pull line back this way. Wonder what they're gonna do. Oh, because they're going to make the tree twist. Maybe. There goes another. Oh yeah, they're rigging it so they can make the tree twist the direction that they want it to go. And that means they have to pull that main rope line around different branches to create different angles of force on the tree as it's being pulled. The rope is not tightening up the way that they want it to. Or maybe it is. Oh yeah. All right, folks, well, you hear the chimes right there. That means it's on the hour. It's 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here goes the chainsaw. Making his first cut. Breeze is blowing just a little bit. Alright, I see a little movement up in the top up there. He's got his wedge cut out. Moving to the backside, making the back cut. Here we go. And boy, that movement came really quick. Here we go. There it goes. Yeehaw, that one's down. Alright. Let's see if I can walk without kicking my stand. Y'all gonna see how quick this wood disappears. Find me a spot here so I can stabilize myself. got to get their rope untangled and out of the way before the Kubota can come in there and start grabbing everything. Trying to get in the sun here, folks, where it's a little bit warmer. It's a little bit cool over there in the shade. I think we got a better view right here. Oh, he's got his climbing gear. Man, you do not want to mess around with a chipper. Those things show no mercy. Alright, we're going to reposition here and do a walk around. We're going to go take a look around and see what they've been doing over on Covington Street today. That way we won't be in the way for them cutting this one down right there. Tell me them logs don't look like a heart. That is awesome. So now they got that one tree left over there, and he's going to have to climb it, I guess, and do a little work on it. They're doing something over here. Got the excavator sitting over here. I'm guessing that's what they're going to use to tear the house down. So it looks like maybe they're locating a gas line right there, is what they're doing.
Se llenó el otro camión ya. Ya le dijo quién le quiere traer la bicicleta. Ya le deja